Hey everyone, welcome back to the video. So, Sony decided to pull a shrinkflation. If you don't know what that is, that's where the definition of it is. Where you decrease the value of something while keeping the same price. So let's take a look at this article because Sony's introducing a PS5 revision. So let's talk about it, shall we? Ever since November 2020, the PlayStation 5 has introduced several hardware revisions known as chassis that have gradually optimized performance and design. The first generation, nicknamed the Fat, has had three successful chassis, each bringing minor revisions, especially in ventilation. In 2023, Sony is taking a new step with the Chassis D, marking the official arrival of the Slim. True to the tradition of the Slim version, this new issue significantly reduces the volume of the console. The most notable improvement was the introduction of your 1TB SSD compared to the 825GB offered in previous versions. This increased capacity applies to both digital and standard. In June of this year, documents responding to the internet from the Japanese Regulatory Authority reveals the existence of the CFL 2100 model, successor to the CFL 2000. With no apparent change in design, this vision seemingly to aim at optimizing production costs with possibly some minor internal adjustments. Okay, that sounds well and good, I guess, as Sony's trying to save more money, I guess, by making the manufacturing process, cheaper in some way, but there's a caveat, and this is not good. Not good, especially with how big games are nowadays. Anyways, it seems that Sony's opted for a rather unexpected strategy to avoid another price increase for the Digital Edition in Europe. As a reminder, the Digital Edition was launched at $399 before increasing to $449, then to $499. So €100, it went up in less than 5 years. Let that sink in. Again, consoles are supposed to get cheaper as they get older, and the production costs start shrinking as they get older. But it's the opposite. Thus, the storage space of the new digital chassis it would be reduced to 825GB compared to 1TB. The new version would carry the 2100 series, and more precisely, the reference CFL 2116. It should be noted this reduction only concerns digital publishing. The PS5 Slim Standard is also based on the chassis. It would retain a 1TB. To date, this change has only been observed in the European version. The mentioned 825GB would be included highlighted on the packaging alongside the 4K and HDR logos. On the other hand, the specifics of the models intended for other regions remain unknown. Finally, the 2100 version of the Slim will be released in Europe from September 13th, unchanged price. Fortunately, of Euros $499 is the standard model. The same version should follow in the second phase. Sony, why? Are you really that greedy that you can just let things stay the same? Stop increasing price because you're greed. For people saying that I'm calling it out because it's Sony, if Microsoft was doing the same crap, this would exist, just calling out Microsoft instead of Sony here. Any company that does this should be called out for it. Period. But back to the topic at hand, though. This is insane. Because back in my day, I know I sound old as hell saying this, but console prices used to go down as production costs get smaller and smaller throughout the generation. That definitely has not been the case at all. I mean, look at Nintendo, what they did with the Switch 1. They increased the price of the Switch 1, a near decade-year-old hardware, and they increased it. You gotta ask yourself at this point, why do you need a console? Because it's not like exclusive from Sony and Microsoft staying exclusive anymore, since they're all on PC, or in Microsoft's case, pointing them to other consoles. So at that point, why not just get a PC and save more money in the long run? There's way more benefits to gaming on PC now than there is on console. And I've grown up playing console my whole life, literally, Mostly a Nintendo guy growing up. So until my teenage years and all that, but wow. This is insane. This is the pricing is getting out of control. Are they trying to, if they're doing prices like this in this generation, I can't even fathom how expensive the PS6 and next Xbox prices are going to be when they launch. At least $600 for both of them. So you better get your wallets ready because it's very expensive if you're a console gamer in next generation. I'm telling you that right now, with how things are going right now. The fact that a mid-gen refresh, known as PS5 Pro, is $750, which is insane. The fact that they increased the price of PS5 already more than once this year in Europe should tell you that this thing is not going to be only to Europe. I hate to tell you, it's going to come here. It's going to come overseas in the U.S. if it does well. I guarantee it. Because why else would they? Why else would they? Go through the process of doing this if they're going to have it eventually be a worldwide thing. Also, why only the digital version? Like, would it make more sense to do it for both of them? I know the article said in a second phase, but I'm guessing they're doing it in phases so that they know when other people actually buy it or not before they fully commit to replacing, to doing that kind of thing. Because this is bizarre. What a bizarre revision. Like, it's definitely unexpected, but it kind of shows that these corporations are doing everything they can so they don't have to take a loss. Before people say the tariffs, that's a U.S. thing. This is Europe, so the tariffs do not affect Europe pricing at all. So this is just pure greed on Sony's part, really. It's insane, though. That's all I gotta say on this one. So yeah, if you can, I would think about switching to PC at this point with the way things are going when it comes to console gaming. But hey, that's just me. Okay. So anyway, that's all I gotta say on this. What do you guys think of this news? Let me down in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have a good one.